What's up, you guys? So it's been like 2 days, I think, that I didn't upload some vlogs because we were busy off doing some other things. But man, I tell you what, the crazy thing is, so much has been going on, and you guys will hear about it over the next, whatever, month, couple of days. But probably know that Guns had lost his passport, and all of that in common, basically, he had to figure out a different way to get home.
I thought I was going to get interrogated.
Yeah, the embassy even told him, look, the best way, the quickest way is just to get up close to the border, have your wife come down and you guys explain it at the border and you'll be across. So in order to do that, he had to buy a different flight, right? Non-refundable different flight. Then he was going to have to fly somewhere, Detroit,
or Buffalo, a border crossing.
Right, and Pam would have to come down and get him, and then go back and all that stuff. Plus, his car is still at Toronto Airport, so he would have had to go all the way up there and come back. So he bought the ticket. We're halfway to Phoenix. Halfway. We get up at 6 a.m. We're halfway to Phoenix. He decides to check his emails from yesterday.
So it happens. I was checking it because I wasn't sure of the flight. I was like, where did I fly with? You're like American Airlines. I'm like, oh, at least one of us knows.
So one town over, the records and evidence police officer emailed him saying, somebody found your passport and turned it in. So he's like, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you're driving. You're like, what?
So we turned around, we went over there. It took us another hour to get back and get over to there, and he got it. So we got one extra day, just actually having fun. Went to the gun store. I've been showing him some of my alleged guns that I may or may not own.
Yeah, we just went through 1 million of them, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But it was nice. One more day with my bud here.
That's right. Having fun. It's like a day like this where you figured, all right, I'm dropping you off to the airport and you're heading off and what's done is done.
Yeah.
But when you get that extra day, heck, we went and had some sausage, eggs, and bacon.
Good breakfast.
Yeah. Biscuits, gravy. We went to the gun store just to look, and I introduced him to my buddy over there, and guess what? He got to hold on to a real World War II MG42.
And it's heavy as balls. That thing that's no joke. Like, there's no way you just walk around. Like, video games is one thing, but those things, and the Browning.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing's like a tank. You're just like, ugh.
So I told him, I said, hey, my buddy's down. I want you to bring out the good stuff. So he brought the MG42, and we're looking at that. He comes walking out with the Browning, the 1919 Mod Deuce Browning, and that thing is twice as heavy.
Yeah, that thing is huge. But you could see the metal, how thick, just iron. You're just like, holy man.
Then he comes out with a Maxim, the Maxim water-cooled machine gun from like World War I. He brings out a Maxim. So we have a Maxim, a Browning, and an MG42 sitting there on the ground that we're just checking out. You see how quick he changed the barrel on the MG42?
Yeah, he was like, boom, boom, bang, and
he pulled it back, and there's this lever, and the barrel pops out to the side. You pull it out, you put a new barrel in, and slam it if you're machine gunning. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that MG was transferable.
It was
$40,000.
$40,000. It's a legit World War II, so anything pre-86 is transferable. It's like his retirement fund, though, the owner of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just holding on to it until I need to retire, and if I need to sell it, then I sell it. So just having some,
like having a collectible car. People have like those collectible cars. That one, and he's got multiple.
He's got
that are worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Anything transferable is worth a lot of money. Anyway, so we've been having some fun. We did Can We Survive, and you guys will be seeing that pretty soon. So it was fun. It was like just great to get back out there. We actually had some time just to not only, like, it wasn't workmanlike. It was like why we started Can We Survive, which is that vacation away from society and reality / sharing it with you guys is what makes Can We Survive so special, because it's really that dual role.
Yeah.
Because if you don't stop and take a look around where you're at, you're out in the middle of nowhere in the beautiful forest. You've got bear and jaguar and puma and badger running through camp.
And and at night, every time I went out, because I had to pee like 1 million times second worst sleep we've ever had.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, second worst.
Somebody kept seeing things.
No, every time I got up, I'm like, oh, I had my headlamp, which I broke because I had it on upside down, and I'm trying to like tilt it down. I'm like, click. I'm like, oh. And then my mouth peeing in the dark. He's like, you see that red light? I'm like, what? I'm like, so you start freaking out. I'm like, oh, matey, there's no red light. He's like, yeah, right down the hill. I'm like, no, there's nothing. But it's so deadly quiet and so pitch black.
Pitch black.
It's like a deprivation tank. You absolutely hear things, you see things that aren't there. Like you start going a little squirrely. It's no joke when you're out there.
Yeah, it's extremes, right? Because it's literally pitch black.
Yeah.
If there's no fire, you can't see 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
And then with the fire, it messes with
Blinds you a little
because
bit.
it only lights up out to the first little ring of trees. And then out there, you're like, is that a bear?
You couldn't see anything. There's no way. You'd have to have a light on your gun.
Yeah.
There's no way you'd see anything.
Super fun though. Just checking back in with you guys. Woo!